The Locked Gate, Proverbs chapter 18, verse 19. The construction site buzzed with the sound of drills and the hum of heavy machinery, but to Lucas, it all felt distant, muted beneath the noise of regret. He stood on the 22nd floor of the half-finished high-rise, wind tugging at his jacket, staring across the city skyline. From here, he could see everything except how to fix what he'd broken. Down below, at the street entrance, Maya's car was parked. She hadn't come inside yet. He wasn't sure if she would. A year ago, the two of them had started this project together, a partnership built on trust, ambition, and years of friendship that stretched back to their college design days. Their architecture firm, L&M Design, was supposed to be the start of something lasting. But when budgets tightened and a high-profile client demanded a change, Lucas made a decision without consulting her, signing off on a design revision that cut her work out of the spotlight entirely. He had told himself it was just business. She had told him it was betrayal, and walked out. Now, as the building they once dreamed of finishing together neared completion, Lucas had called her one last time. To his surprise, she'd agreed to meet. The elevator doors clanged open, and Maya stepped out, her hard hat tucked under her arm. Her expression was unreadable, but the stiffness in her posture spoke volumes. "Hey," Lucas said, his voice uncertain. "Hey," she replied, glancing around. "It's different, seeing it this close to done." He nodded. "Yeah, feels strange without you here." A silence hung between them, heavier than the concrete around them. "I didn't come to reminisce, Luke," she said finally. "You wanted to talk, so talk." He swallowed hard. "I messed up. I thought I was protecting the project, but really, I was protecting my ego. I know you felt betrayed, and you had every right to." Maya crossed her arms, her jaw tightening. "You didn't just make a bad call. You cut me out. You didn't trust me enough to stand beside you when things got tough." Lucas nodded slowly. "You're right, and I don't expect you to forgive me overnight, but I'd give anything to rebuild the partnership we had." She looked past him, toward the skyline, the late afternoon light catching the steel beams. "You know, my dad used to quote a proverb to me when I was little. He said, 'An offended friend is harder to win back than a fortified city. Arguments separate friends like a gate locked with bars.'" She turned back to Lucas. "That's what this feels like, a locked gate." He let her words sink in. "Then let me start by finding the key," he said quietly, "even if it takes time." Maya studied him for a long moment, her expression softening just slightly. "You can't rebuild trust with blueprints, Luke," she said, "but maybe you can rebuild it with honesty and loyalty." He nodded, hope flickering faintly in his chest. As they walked through the skeletal frame of the building, the air between them was still fragile, still cautious. But somewhere between the steel and silence, the door of that gate began to unlock.